Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्यां नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अपस्त्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया Hare Krishna. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 5th chapter, entitled as Lord Rishabhadev's teachings. Sloka number 14. कर्माशयां हृदय ग्रन्थिबन्धम् अविद्याया साधितम् अप्रमतः अनेन योगेन यतोपदेशम् सम्याव्यापोह्यो परमेत योगात् कर्माशयं हृदय ग्रन्थिबन्धम् अविद्याया साधितम् अप्रमतः अनेन योगेन यदोपदेशम् सम्याव्यापोह्यो परमेत योगात् कर्माशयं हृदय ग्रन्थिबन्धम् अविद्या साधितम् अप्रमतः अनेन योगेन यतोपदेशम् सम्याव्यापोहि परमेत योगात् कर्माशयं हृदय ग्रन्थिबन्धम् अविद्याया साधितम् अप्रमत्तः अनेन योगेन यतोपदेशम् सम्याव्यापोह्यो परमेत योगात् कर्माशयं हृदय ग्रन्थिबन्धम् अविद्यया साधितम् अप्रमत्तः अनेन योगेन यतोपदेशम् यथोपदेशम्
सम्यक् व्यभूय परमेत योगात्
सम्यक् व्यभूयो परमेत योगात्.
Word to word meaning. Karma ashayam. The desire for fruitive activities.
Desire for fruitive activities.
Hridaya grandhi.
Hridaya grandhi.
The knot in the heart.
Knot in the heart.
Bandham.
Bandham.
Bondage.
Bondage.
Avidyaya.
Avidyaya.
Because of ignorance.
Because of ignorance.
Ashaditam.
Asaditam.
Brought about.
Brought about.
Apramataha.
Apramataha.
Not being covered by ignorance or illusion.
Not being covered by ignorance or illusion.
Very careful.
Very careful.
Anena.
Anena.
By this.
By this.
Yogena.
Yogena.
Practice of yoga.
Practice of yoga.
Yata upadesham.
Yada upadesham.
As advised.
As advised.
Samyak.
Samyak.
Completely.
Completely.
Vyapo yaha.
Yada.
Becoming free from.
Becoming free from.
Aprameta.
Aprameta.
Sorry. Uparameta.
Uparameta.
One should desist.
One should resist.
Yoga.
Yoga.
From the practice of yoga.
From the practice of yoga.
The means of liberation.
The means of liberation.
Translation purported by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Translation. I have advised you, my dear sons, you should act accordingly. Be very careful. By this means, you will be freed from the ignorance of the desire for fruitive activities, and the knot of bondage in the heart will be completely severed. For further advancement, you should also give up the means. That is, you should not become attached to the process of liberation itself. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasमै Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthavitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadavayam Tadati Swapadati Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukapadakam Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Guru Swadhyata Sahagana Tam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadutam Vaitam Sajivam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Shri Shaka हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Prasthaya, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namni. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gurumani Vishesha Srinivasa Pashyati Bharani. Hukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lamdayati Vitrupatam Amante Shri Gurumati Nagari Paramananda Madhava Shri Chaitanya Krishna Hare Om Tatsat. I repeat once again this translation and then we will continue. As I advised you, my dear sons, you should act accordingly. Be very careful. By this means, you will be freed from the ignorance of desire for fruitive activity. The knot of the bondage in the heart will be completely severed. For further advancement, you should also give up the means. That is, you should not become attached to the process of liberation itself. So, yesterday, Sri Prabhu was explaining this four slokas, like from 10 to 13. There are different instruction which is given by Rishabhadev to his sons actually. So that is a complete instruction which is given. Now this is a continuation of that instruction. That is, this is a continuation of that sloka. So now, Rishabhadeva is telling that as I advised you, meaning the instruction which is given in last four slokas is continuing from there. And then now is telling that, my dear son, you should act accordingly. So according to that instruction, whatever I gave, and be very careful. So what the devotional service itself, this Krishna consciousness itself, we should be very, very carefully approach. It's not like playfully approach. Okay? We should be very, very careful. Each and every step we should be very careful. That is what here is saying, very careful. By this means, you will be freed from the ignorance of the desire of fruitive activity and the knot of bondage knot. Okay, I'll read the purport. The process of liberation is Brahma Jinyasa, search for the absolute truth. Generally, Brahma Jinyasa is called Neti Neti, by the process by which one analyzes existence to search out absolute truth. This method continues as long as one is not situated in spiritual life. Spiritual life is Brahma Bhuta, the self-realized state. The words of Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 54th verse, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nachochati Nakanchati Samasarveshi Bhuteshi Mat Bhakti Lavate Param. One who is thus transcendently situated at once realizes Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments nor desires to have anything. He is equally disposed to every living entity. In that state, he attains pure devotional service to me. The idea is to enter into the Parabhakti, the transcendental devotional service of the Supreme Lord. To attain this, one must analyze one's existence. But when one actually engages in devotional service, you should not bother seeking out knowledge. By simply engaging in devotional service undeviatingly, one always remains in the liberated condition. Mamsayo abhyavicharena bhakti yogena shevate sagunan samatyetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, 26th verse. Unflinching execution of devotional service is in itself Brahma Bhuta. Another important feature in this connection is Anena Yogena Vedopadesham. The instruction received from the spiritual master must be followed immediately. One should not deviate from or surpass the instruction of the spiritual master. One should not be simply intent on consulting books, but should simultaneously execute spiritual master's order, Yadopadesham. Mystic power should be achieved to enable one give up the material conception, but one actually engages in devotional service one does not need to practice the mystic yoga system. The point is that one can give up the practice of yoga, but devotional service cannot be given up. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 7th chapter, 10th verse, Aparamascha munayo nirgrantha api urukrame kurvanti ahaikikim bhaktim itham bhuta guno hari. Even those who are liberated, Atmarama, must always engage in devotional service. One may give up the practice of yoga when one is self-realized, but at no stage can one give up devotional service. All other activities for self-realization, including yoga and philosophical speculation, may be given up, but devotional service must be retained at all times. So, here Prabhupada very clearly explains about devotional service, what we done. So now I have a question. Why we all come to this material world? Any idea? To enjoy. So we all come to this material world to enjoy. Now we are asking to do devotional service, not to enjoy. Is it reasonable or not? Answer? So, okay, we all come here to enjoy this material world, but we are asking to do devotional service. What does it mean? Because we are envy of the Lord, we come here, right? Because we want to enjoy separated from Krishna. That is why we put into this place called jail. Put into this place now. So jail means what? Suffering. That is what Krishna says. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So that we know very well now. So now you are suffering, but you don't know because of ignorance. We are in ignorance. So with this ignorance, we cannot understand our real position. So now the Rishabhdev giving the instruction, like, no, that is ignorance. You all come out. We are in darkness. So come out. You should not go to the fruitive activities. You should go to devotional service. So that is what this last, the 25 instruction is mentioned in the last sloka. So now, to come out of that, what are the obstacles we have? That is what we have to discuss, because that is what Rishabhdev is telling. These are the steps you do so that you can come out of that. Because we come here to enjoy, that mentality is there, the tendency is there with us now. It is so many millions of births we have taken, and then it is very, what do you say, so many layers is formed. Now that layers has to be removed by doing devotional service. So that fruitive activity, how we can go? In Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, saying that Bhogashwarya Prashaktanam, like if you have that enjoying mentality, you cannot do devotional service, right? You cannot do that. That what is it? Vivasaya Atmika Buddhi will not come, will not establish. That is not possible. Then Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.28, 7th chapter 28, Yesham Antagata Pavam, like you have to complete this so that you can deterministically do this. So Krishna very clearly explains that. So these are the steps, and here also Rishabhdev explains the same. So you have to take up devotional service. So now devotional service, what are the different things are there? Like we know there are 9 processes of bhakti. We know out of which are the most prominent and why it is very important. Shravanam and Kirtanam. These are the most prominent and very, very important. So when Amolila Prabhu came, I was asking this question. So how to come out of these anarthas? He simply said, just Shravanam Kirtanam. Just Shravanam Kirtanam. That is what it is. So Shravanam Kirtanam is the way to come out. So so this Shravanam Kirtanam, to whom we have to hear more? The realized souls, right? So the person who was giving Bhagavatam class also, they are sharing their realization. Prabhupada is completely realized, so he is giving complete, whatever his words are realized words, right? Every word is realized. We may not be able to understand, this is conflicting, that is conflicting, what happens is that, no, his words are completely realized. You know the complete system, and whatever word he mentioned, it's completely realized. So that is what in the Bhagavatam, first canto, 2nd chapter, 16th verse, Sushrudo Shraddhadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi. So just by hearing with the Shraddha, Mahat Sevaya, that next statement, Mahat Sevaya, yeah. So just hearing, Sevaya means hearing from Mahat. That Mahat is the realized souls. Just hearing from this Mahat, right? Then what happens? Your Hridaya Granthi. The Hridaya Granthi is bondage, that knot in your heart. That knot is that is a knot. Because of the knot we are attached. This material world. That knot, what is the topmost knot? What is the best knot can attach in this material world? Sorry? Sex life. Sex life is the one which attach you more binding this material world. It will not allow you. Immediately your consciousness, from there you come down, done. You cannot think of Krishna only. You think whatever you think, everything is material only. No Krishna there. You see whatever is there is a material. You try to enjoy. So this enjoying mentality already is there. Just by indulging this kind of activity, automatically we'll be, like what is it? Like it's a dark well. We are in dark well now. This married life is more dark. There is no way. Even we give the rope, they don't know where to hold it. Rope, you should know where the whole rope is there, right? Krishna gives the mercy, but we are not able to see where is the rope, right? But brahmacharya we have to maintain the celibacy. Celibacy is the one which raises your consciousness, which will give the determination to raise your consciousness. So that is why for a grihastha is very difficult. But if they follow regulative principle, they also can. The 4 regulative principles, if they follow, they also can. So here, what I'm trying to make the point is, we are all come here to enjoy, but that is not the real purpose. This is our own agenda. But Lord wants us to come back. For that, we have to do devotional service. For the devotional service, there are various ways, but initially we are in a contaminated state, so that we have to remove. What is the first way? Chanting the holy name. Cheto darpana marjana. That is why whenever new people come to ISKCON, we don't say anything, just chant holy name. Just chant the holy name. Because this so many millions of birth, they are contaminated. This soul is engaged in the shuttle body. The shuttle body is so many coverings, like so many, this material, this shuttle body is again material, okay? It has covered so much, and we are not able to see it's like a cloud hiding the sun. We could not able to see sun now. We could not, Krishna is like a sun, but the cloud is covering. The cloud is covering because of our lot of anarthas. Anarthas means, what do you mean by anarthas? Sorry?
The things which prevent us from doing service.
Which is away from Krishna's instruction. Whatever we are doing, which is not told by Krishna, which is self-centered, all our anarthas are all sinful activity. It is not that the only 4 regulative principles is sinful activity. Which is not the activity which is done. It's not connected to Krishna. Everything is sin because it is self-centered. Right? We are all self-centered. That center has to move. That is what the process of bhakti. We have to move from self-centered to Krishna-centered. This already discussed last time. So, what is our original position? We try to understand. Our original position is Jivera Swarupaya Nitya Krishna Das. For that, we have to do devotional service. So, in the devotional service, basically, we start with some faith, Komala Shraddha, just a faith. That is the first level of bhakti. We start. Next, next level? Sadhu Sangha. Little faith you gain, then Sadhu Sangha, who are practicing already, so that you can understand what is that. When you go with Sadhu Sangha, then what happens? Your faith increases. Right? Your faith increases. Then you look for spiritual master. That is Bhajana Kriya. So when you do Bhajana Kriya, then what happens? Really? The Anartha Nivritti is going to happen. The Anartha Nivritti is a very, very big stage actually. The whole like millions of birth and death, whatever we have taken, that all anarthas are there with us now. So it's a very big stage. So, but by doing devotional service, everything can be burnt. Everything can be burnt. But only thing is, we have to keep on associating, we have to keep on doing Anartha Nivritti as well as this Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya starts the 3rd level. It is not that, okay, once 3rd level complete, 4th level I go, I will give up this Bhajana. No, the Bhajana Kriya goes till the end and then till continue. Bhajana Kriya is like that. So, it is not like, okay, I reached the Anartha Nivritti stage, completely Anartha is removed. Now I go to Nistha. That means not completely removed, still there. It is like a concentric circle from the upper layer to lower layer. Still shuttle level things will be there. Till reach that point, that is prema. This all anarthas somehow it will come. Whenever you have a bad association, immediately your anarthas will come out. What is that? Immediately. So you clean nicely. In a Chaitanya Leela there, I read a Gauranga book which is written by Swami Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So even though it completely cleaned, there are some dust will be there like this cracks, right? These cracks are there, right? These cracks, there is a joint, right? There is joints, in that dust will be there. So whenever you associate with bad association, or Worldly People Association, immediately that will come out. That anartha will come out. So till reach prema, so we should be very careful. That is what here Rishabh Deva was saying. We should be very, very careful. Each and every step should be very, very careful. We cannot take a chance now. We all come to this Krishna consciousness. It's very, very rare. We are very, very rare. Prabhupada mentions, one of the, many times he mentioned, I just repeat again, Sala, Achala. How many of you know this? Chala, Achala. First, the moving and non-moving. The non-moving like a tree. So many we were taken that birth. So many years standing in the rain and summer, and then we take different levels like insects, birds, reptiles, and then beasts or animals, and then we come to human form. That human form also cultured, uncultured, right? And cultured. Once you come to the culture, then the next level is karmis. Next level is jnanis. The next level is yogis. In that yogis, the best yogis, bhakti yogis. You are all that people now. So the each and everybody here is so important. The highly elevated people. So now we are in the starting stage of bhakti. That may be fine. But the range of bhakti can be very high. But when you associate with the people who are practicing so sincerely, we can also go to that level. Now this is a chance. This is a chance. This, and one more thing, why we have to be in ISKCON? Because the chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is awakening the love of God. This is very, very rare chance we got. It is not like, see, the whole Brahma Day. How many years in a Brahma Day? 4.32 billion years. In that, this Krishna Prema never been given. This all the previous yugas or whatever it is, only liberation, only go to Vaikuntha planet. But this Hare Krishna Mahamantra given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is a recruitment for Goloka Vrindavan. Only this 10,000 years, very, very small window opened. And I just compare normally the studies like if you want to go to the highest, topmost institute, how much hard work we have to do, like IIT. So if you see these schools and all, from 9th standard and all, they are preparing for college like IIT. They are doing JEE, this and all. So many studies they do, and then when 12th comes, they write, and day and night, they sleepless nights, they do it. How much determination they have to do that study? But do we have that determination to do bhakti? This is a question we have to ask. They are sleepless night there. If you go that some different, I don't want to mention the school's name, but I heard one of my colleague when I was in Samsung. One of the colleague he was from IIT. Mostly they are from IITs. So he said that my parents put me in this sort of school. There I had to wake up morning 4 o'clock till 12 o'clock I had to study. Again 4 o'clock I have to wake up. These 2 years was so much painful to me. so much pain. I was thinking how much struggle they had to just to get an IIT seat, and then again another IIT 4 years, 5 years they have to study more. Like again after that come to the company, they have to struggle a lot. The company what they do? Manager set your time. Like your agenda is not in your hand, nobody's hand. Manager has your agenda, the staff's agenda. He will drive nicely. Like how much exploit this person, how much time we can exploit. This is the agenda of manager. You know, I was a manager. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, I was working in Samsung, right? So there was one devotee. I don't know he's a devotee at the time. I was not a devotee at the time. So I call Saturday, Sunday also every day. I go every day office. This is my karmi yogi, not yogi, karmi, karma ganda. So my manager drive me, so I also drive people. So when drive, no, I call every Saturday, Sunday. This devotee could not practice his bhakti. Could not practice bhakti. Then after some time, I became a devotee. I met him. Then he introduced another devotee. He said that he's my manager. Then Then he was telling also openly in front of me, very horrible. The expense, this is what it is. When we become a karmi, we try to target, try to take away their time. Same thing. The agenda of manager is how much time I can exploit from the. See, when we sign the document, the company like 6 to 8 to 10, 8 to 6, something wrong will be there. But when it comes to work now, they will take your time. The agenda is how maximize their output. Today you give your 100%. Tomorrow, if you are giving same 100%, they are not happy with that. No, you have to give 110. How much race you all will do? How much race? Like the software job is like normally the blood is flowing in the vein, right? Normally the blood is flowing in the vein, but the software job is not taking blood from the vein. They take from the bone directly. The bone is a generating point. Directly take, don't take the vein because that is giving less only. Directly take. So that is what is happening now. First, you have to understand we are suffering a lot. If you are suffering, then really practice bhakti so seriously. If you are not understanding, we are trying to enjoy. It is like this, what is it, camel eating that thorn, and then blood is coming. That blood only like taste, and that is a taste it itself enjoys, but it doesn't know that really suffering. But the suffering is really the material activity which what we are doing. It is completely suffering. To come out of that, we should take up bhakti so seriously. To become serious, you should associate with that serious person, right? You should associate. Like many devotees, what they do is they don't take it seriously. It is like a pickle. The bhakti is pickle. The main course is their material activity only. Main course is material. This is like a pickle. Okay, some piece is coming, something is coming. Okay, I'll do this, pass the time. No, as I told, this is very, very serious, very, very important. It is, if you are not doing this bhakti, we are doing apart from bhakti, then we are killing ourselves. We are not well-wisher for ourselves. We are not well-wisher. If you are doing bhakti, you are a real well-wisher. You are a real well-wisher. If you are not doing bhakti, you are not doing devotional service, then we are with, like, for example, the mind is the greatest enemy, right? If it is controlled, then it is the greatest friend. But we are not controlled, right? Then we are listening only to the mind. Whatever we are deciding, we are taking decision only from the mind. That means we are hearing only from the enemy, right? From the enemy, what you will get it? Bad things only you will get it, right? So Prabhupada says you have to hear from Krishna. So that means you have to ignore the mind's instruction. Ignore that. So hear from Krishna means what? Their disciplic succession, the devotees. So hear whatever the instruction they are given and then meditate upon it. Here also Prabhupada mentions that the spiritual master, that instruction immediately follow. So the best way to control the mind is meditate upon the spiritual master's instruction. Keep on meditating. See, Prabhupada could able to execute this ISKCON now, whatever we are seeing. So many years is meditating and then trying to execute. So now we also should try to meditate the spiritual master's instruction. Keep on meditating. That way your mind can be controlled. Otherwise, mind always deviate. Mind always thinks that no, this is not correct, that is not correct. We may not be fully knowledge now. Like knowledge means, see, Prabhupada gave very nice process. Read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. That is for developing intelligence. Chant the holy name. That is for mind, right? And then do a lot of devotional service. That is for your body. Like that is what Rishikesh Sevana. Like you have to engage all the body, mind, and intelligence in the service of the Lord, so that you can execute Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is very, very simple. Because of the mind, everything becomes complicated. It's very complex, very, very tough. So, for example, wake up 4 o'clock, not able to. Because mind is overpowered by your intelligence. So, intelligence, once mind is overpowered, what happens? The intelligence becomes slave to this mind. Intelligence becomes slave to this mind. Then intelligence will give you all the data. Hey, you work late, you sleep late night, and you work so much, so you take some more time. All the things it will give you, all the instructions it will give. That data where it is getting from? Intelligence only. Intelligence doesn't, now intelligence is not developed. Because intelligence not developed, then our mind is overpowered. Our mind is, what is the function of the mind? Likes and dislikes, feeling, willing, thinking, this is what. So mind is your enemy, and what instruction it will give? It will give bad instruction only. So we'll listen to that, then we'll not do our original, what is it? We'll not become our well-wisher for ourselves. Think about it. So this way when we execute bhakti, will not work. So we have to hear from the representative or from Krishna, that instruction we should follow. Then we can easily come out of this fruity bhakti mentality and whatever the attachment, the Hridaya Granthi. Hridaya Granthi, how it can be. The Bhagavatam is so nice. This literature is the topmost literature all over the universe. No literature is equal to there in any one of the, not only in this planet, all over the universe. No literature is equal to this. No need to study anything external. Like there is examples also now. If you see Radhika Raman Prabhu, he studied at homeschooling in US. He didn't study any material studies, science, maths, no. He studied Bhagavatam. They studied his mother for teaching him. And they become PhD candidates later. What he has done, what PhD has done, you know? There is only one instruction from Srila Jiva Goswami. Only one word is taken. He did a research on it and he got a PhD on that. And now he become a professor in some Harvard, I don't know which university. So Oxford or Harvard, I don't know that. But the topmost university is a professor. But he did homeschooling, he read Bhagavatam. So we are all thinking that, okay, this material study is the one which can save from all the, my material needs. So I have to study hard and then I'll get this knowledge. See, this material study is a trial and error study. See, when I was studying my schooling, they were telling 9 planets. Now how many planets in the book you know? How many of you know that? 8. They trial and error. They do. One day they'll tell 9, then 8. Sometimes they say no planet only. So this is what the material study. This is a trial and error. Based on what? It is based on what? We are gaining the knowledge through our imperfect senses. With the imperfect senses, what you will get? Imperfect results only. With that, what you will understand? Simply living like this. But this Bhagavatam, study of Bhagavatam is one of the topmost actually. So that is why we have to do Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam. We have to do regularly. Even whether you understand or not. See, Shrushrodha Shraddha Dhanasya. You have to hear. That's all. Did he say you have to understand? No, it doesn't say that. Just to hear. That will go in your heart. That will make changes in your heart. So Krishna also says that Tesham Satata Yuktanam Vadati Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhyoham Tam Yanamo Upayantite. So he didn't say that you have to understand at all. I will give intelligence. Intelligence will come. Only thing is we have to do devotional service. When you do devotional service, Krishna will give intelligence. Krishna will give intelligence. By the way, you can go back to God. Right? This is what it is. So there is there is nothing. If you say any shloka, if you see, never say that you have to understand or not. If you see Tatvijnanatam Gurumeva Vajgachit, Samit Pani, Shrodriyam Brahmanishtam, you have to hear from his spiritual master. That's all. Brahmanishtam about Krishna, and this is what it is. So we have to hear. That is what in the bhakti process also, Shravanam, Kirtanam. It never says that you have to understand, you put your knowledge. Here also Prabhupada mentioned in this purport. So no need to go with knowledge, right? Here Prabhupada mentions, you should not bother seeking out knowledge. Prabhupada mentioned, no need to bother seeking out knowledge. Do devotional service. Do devotional service. Unflinching, unmotivated. Like what is that? Savipam Sam Paro Dharma Yato Bhakti Yadochade Agituki Apratyata Yayatma Suprasidati. So just do devotional service, then this living entity will be happy and Krishna will be happy. Here Yayatma, this Atma refers to us and the super soul all. So this Atma, when you do devotional service, super soul also will be happy, we also be happy. So what is it? Ahituki apratyata. Unmotivated and uninterrupted. These two statements, if you think about it, unmotivated, uninterrupted. So normally what will happen if I get fever, next day no devotional service. And motivation still there. If I do this, I'll get purified, I'll get something. Purify is okay, but ultimate goal is to satisfy the spiritual master. To satisfy the spiritual master. So the spiritual master instruction, we have to keep on thinking. That's what more important. The ultimate goal is to satisfy the spiritual master. When you satisfy the spiritual master, then what happens? You will get prema, whatever necessary things. The prema and all. We should have a love, but we should not attach to it. But we should have a love, that deep love. We have to attain that. We want to go back and we should serve Supreme Lord. That should be there. But the main thing is devotional service. See, here also Prabhupada mentions, like yoga you can give up. Everything, knowledge not needed. Right? But even for Atmaramas, after completely satisfied, after completely in Ananda, still they have to do devotional service. Devotional services cannot be given up like that. So the devotional service is very, very important. So devotional, how many of you know what is devotional service? This 9 process of bhakti, right? So the devotional service we keep on doing. So now you may ask question, what we are doing like a book, we are segregating the books and saving this, something we are doing in the laptop, something we are calling. Is it the devotional service? Yes. Because you are doing for glorifying the Lord, to spreading the message of the Lord, right? That is called devotional service. You become an instrument in that process. In that process, we all become an instrument, just calling on devotee to give this message. That is also devotional service. Even Prabhupada says that if you appreciate this movement, you will get Shraddha. Just appreciate. Never ever criticize. Just appreciate. One appreciation, you no need to do anything, just appreciate. You will get immediate Shraddha. Such a movement. This Hare Krishna movement is not an ordinary movement. It's not. It's Lord's movement. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu movement. Now if you see, it's flooding across all over the world. It is not because we are all preaching, it is happening. No. It is Lord's mercy, it's flowing. Whoever take part in it, they will get, they are what I say, lucky person. Whoever not taking part in it, it is their problem. Like they are very unfortunate people. So just take part. Just take part. This movement is like, okay, you might know this Mumbai train, right? Mumbai train, so much crowd, and then just to go there, go with them. They'll push you inside. You don't need to do this extra effort. Just be there with them. Just they'll push you. This is what happens. If you come to this place now, can you do this? That's all. You started your devotional service. That is how it starts. Like devotees are so merciful, and then they give, okay, do this, like this, and then automatically you become, unknowingly you started doing, and it becomes a devotional service. Lord is so merciful, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu movement, you all get so much mercy, and then you can purify, heart is purified. Then you will ask, till now you may not have asked who I am. Now you started asking who I am. Now what I am doing? That question will come. Till now we were in darkness, we don't know who we are only. Some devotee association immediately will happen. This is what this movement. This movement will be there another 10,000 years. We should make use of it. But Prabhupada mentioned in a Bhagavad Gita, there are 2 kind of yogis, even when we follow. Those who are not very sincere, okay? After even they practice it, they are not very sincere, they have to go to heaven path. If you live thousands of years, by the time this movement will be closed. This movement will not be there. The other person, now who is very sincerely practicing, Prabhupada mentions that they will take birth in any one of the Acharya's family, right? They will continue. He said that I am one of them. Prabhupada mentioned that I am and my spiritual master come here. So, my request is we should practice so sincerely, not to go to heaven and then by the time we miss the train, right? So, take this practice so seriously and sincerely. This Bhakti Yoga can eradicate whatever level you had. That is why this Nityananda Prabhu, he delivered the first. Who is that? Jagai, the topmost simple person. Delivered. What to talk about you all? So whatever the level you have, don't worry. But practice this bhakti so seriously and sincerely. Prabhupada frequently mentioned these two words: seriously, sincerely. And we have to hear attentively this even Bhagavatam lecture and even chanting very attentively and sufficiently. Prabhupada mentioned sufficiently. We should hear sufficiently Bhagavatam and all. So that is why we have regular hearing, reading, all the things we have. So if we have a time, hear more. Because Prabhupada is a realized soul, hear more and more. Not just, okay, today half an hour, quota over, just stop it. No, you have a time, do it more, hear more. No, don't hear for just knowledge purpose. Hear from Prabhupada, just hear. Keep on hearing what he say. Hear. That will remove the Hrudaya Gandhi. That will save you from the greatest dangers. Because we had taken so many births, we don't know what are the desires we had. How the Maya works, Maya is a very, very good servant of Krishna. Very, very good servant of Krishna. Now, suppose a particular living entity desires, I want to enjoy this woman, that, this and all. So now what happens? Now time, place and circumstance comes, it will manifest in front of you. It is ordered by Krishna because you desired, Lord is approved, and the Maya's job is to serve Krishna because Lord has approved. So it will manifest in front of you. Because you already desired so many births earlier, you get attracted. You go there. But only hope is association of devotees. The association of devotee will protect you not to go there. But Maya will keep on manifest in front of you. Like, check, it will come. That's all. You will get attracted. Oh, this is because you already decided. Oh, the tendency is there with our heart. So, hearing from Srila Prabhupada or this Acharya and then associate with the devotees will protect you. That will remove the Hrudaya Grandhi, whatever we had. Okay, so with this I stop. Any questions or comments? Yes, bro. Hare Krishna.
Like, my question is, what do you have in mind? That you said you were like a manager in Samsung before. So, and after you came into devotion also. So, Prabhuji, like, is there any or something is that you have like done that also nicely? Now you are in Bhakti very nicely.
Sorry, you are also what is that?
You have done good in the outside also, but and like you are in devotion service also very nicely doing. So, Prabhuji, like you are saying that you have to do Bhakti seriously. That's
Yes.
So, do we need to there also something or?
Okay, so basically, okay, your question is very nice question. We can do there also good. The consciousness matters basically. What consciousness we are doing. Suppose you want to give the result to Krishna, that is okay. You can do that. Like Prabhupada mentioned that, okay, even Sthanis Tigada, like you can be wherever you are to do devotional service. So the result you can offer to Krishna, right? Krishna also mentioned in 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there are 8th to 11th verses. There are different levels of devotional service. One is like, okay, you the completely work for, think about me always. That is first level. Second level is you work for me. Third level is you work for somebody else, but offer the result to me. The fourth level is, okay, you earn some money, whatever it is, but do some charity. These are all different levels. So now you can think about it, which level you want to decide. Like, you want to completely think of Krishna, that is very difficult. So the second level, now whatever the brahmacharis, this ashrama people, they completely working for Krishna. That's second level. Third level is you work for somebody else, but offer the result. That is the third level. So we have to slowly come out from the third level to second level. First level, okay, at one point of time it becomes sannyasi or I don't know what level. That way you can think of always. Okay. Right now, if you are in the third level, that is fine, but offer the result to Krishna. There also you can do excellent, but you cannot give up devotional service, like particularly chanting, hearing, reading. So if you say that, okay, 24 hours dedicated to that, I give my all my Lakshmi to Krishna consciousness, that is okay, but it is not good for you. So some level parallelly has to be done. At one point of time, this devotion consciousness has to increase, keep on increases, and then that side taste will keep on decreases, and then give up that. Right now, because we have so much affinity or tendency to enjoy, that mentality has to go. It is not like, oh, immediately I will remove. It's not possible. It's a gradual process. In that gradual, how much serious you are doing, that much faster you can clean. So chanting, hearing the holy name so regularly. See, 90% of the devotional service happens in chanting. So here that is what, when spiritual master gives instruction, why this instruction has been given? This for relative principle, chant 16 rounds. It's very, very, very crucial, these two. For relative principle is like the sinful activity, if you are not following. Sinful activity means, what is that? You are driving a car and then applying a brake and then accelerating also you are doing that. You are trying to chant holy name and you are breaking the for relative principle. But where will go? Nowhere we go, we will stay there. So sinful act we should not do. So it's very, very crucial. We should take it immediately. We should take it. The four relative principles, yes, I want to follow. But the tendency would be there. For that one only you have to keep on hearing, keep on associating the devotees. Then the tendency, even though it is there, slowly it will remove from your heart. That is one. And then chanting holy name. See, we should do minimum 16 rounds, good rounds. Attentively chant. Attentively good rounds. And if you are doing the Brahma Muhurta stage timing, that is a great, because there is no disturbance. If you start 8 o'clock, then people will come, Prabhuji, do this. Prabhuji, can you give me this? That's all. Your attentive, where will be the attentive? So if we keep on disturbing, people are keep moving around, a lot of noise and other stuff. And basically after sunrise, it is not mode of sattva, it is mode of passion. So automatically when sun rises comes, automatically our senses are agitated. We have to do something this and that. That is why we do devotional service like, okay, do something physical. After sunrise, physical. And night, ignorant. We should be very careful. So what to do? Again, hear Prabhupada lecture. Before sleep, hear Prabhupada lecture from the spiritual master, so that you can be away from that ignorance. That is why in the ignorance time, a lot of crime happens, right? Because of ignorance time. That time, it influences. So we should know time, place and circumstances. Anyway, in that place, what time, what to do, all the things we should think. But your question, like, yeah, it's a valid question. That affinity will be there, but slowly we have to come out. We are in the third category. We should understand this is the category I am in. Now you have to think to progress up. Normally, we started with Kanishta Adhikari, and slowly we have to come to Madhyama Adhikari, because that is the best position to do devotional service. Kanishta Adhikari level, like we know God is great, but we don't know how much great He is. We have to try to understand how much great He is. We know devotees, but we don't know how great these devotees are. The devotees are so great because they come to this bhakti. It's not so easy. That level we do. Like this, we have to understand. We have to come. We should endeavor to come out of the comfortable zone. Normally, our mind keeps us in comfortable zone. Now this is comfortable. I will be in this. No, try to take some risk. I can say calculated risk. Risk to come out of that and then do bhakti nicely. So you try to endeavor. When endeavor is there, see, basically the desire is a problem. So desire, then Lord will help you, and then devotees will help you to come out of that. I hope I answered your question. Hare Krishna.
Just information for you. As mentioned, 84 lakh species are there. So these species are only on Earth planet, or means
It's all over the universe. Yeah, it's not only on the planet. Prabhupada mentioned in the lecture. So here, I think scientists have found out some 5 lakhs or something all over the
and
universe.
4 lakh human species. So they include demigods also.
Yes, they are also human form. Yes, they are also. So different conscious. It's all based on the consciousness. So So in the human form also different consciousness. For example, the tribal people consciousness is different, our consciousness is different. Why different? You see, now we got to the Paramdrishta, the highest taste. If you ask you to take something which is non-veg, you know, even if you take it, you will vomit. Vomit will come. You cannot do that now. Because you are all chanting holy name, automatically you will vomit, you cannot. Your taste is increased. But those people like that. So it's based on the consciousness. So different levels of consciousness. There's 4 lakhs human forms. So animal, just above animal level, but still that activity is animal activity like eating, defending, mating, protecting, these things. But now we have come to this devotional service. This means we are the highest consciousness. But still, once you start following Dharma, then only you can come to the real human consciousness. Just 4 relative principles. When you follow, they are called human being. Don't follow, they are not called human being. They are still in animal consciousness, below consciousness. So that is why the regulative principles are very, very important. And then when you follow, then your consciousness starts developing. Because you follow celibacy and you have determination increases, then you practice, then you get the taste, right? That levels we discussed, right? Nishta, and then Asakti, and then Ruchi, and then what is it? Bhava, and then Prema. So this level, it's all levels of the faith. Levels of the faith. So how much faith you are in that level. Like keep on increasing. At one point of time, we'll reach Prema. For Prema, again, on pure devotees, mercy is needed. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Karunamurthi Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Prabhupada ki Jai.